Welcome to BizzTech DIY videos. Today's topic, cPanel business email setup. This is the disclaimer. Feel free to pause the video and read through it. And without wasting further time, let's jump straight into today's video. Now, when you log into your cPanel, this is more or less what you would see. The first step here in creating an email for your business, that's the assumption, or even a personal email, you want to open the email tab, or if you don't have a tab, there should be some sort of a link or something that allows you to view what's available when it comes to email accounts. So we're looking for this email accounts and we're going to click on that. Now on the email account page, you have these accounts. Currently, we have the default account created by the cPanel. We not bother about that. So what we're gonna do next is click on create. That opens a form, and in the form you'll notice we have our domain. So this is a random domain. So I just use the KE3, which is my no H3. The name of my profile on the YouTube, so that's a channel name. So I'm gonna give it the domain name, not domain name, the email name info, which is common, info at ke3.com, and for the password, and I'm not gonna be using login link to do that. I'm gonna set the password now, and for that I'm gonna show the password and also open the drop down menu here and set the length for the password to around about 16, 15 upward, and allow both lowers and uppercase letters as well as numbers and symbols. I'll allow both for better security, and then click on generate, and instantly I can have the password strength. So ideally what you want to do is save this somewhere so that you don't lose it. And even if you do, you can always come back here and use manage the email and then reset the password if needs be. But just be aware that once you've done that, you will have to re-authenticate on every device which uses this email. Cool. Now, once I have my password saved, I'm going to generate one again. Another one. Cool. And what I can do is also look at a settings. Ideally, you want to set up the storage to a limited size. The reason being is we have the cPanel is a shared storage, so everything you do, everything you create, everything app related or any email created uses some space, and there's some sort of a folder or something that holds that information behind the scene. So you don't want a particular email to have unlimited storage space, because it may affect the whole your whole resources, all your resources. So, and maybe you may have a use case where you need to use unlimited. That's totally up to you, but I prefer to set it up to a certain amount of storage so that I have some sort of eyes on what is consuming what, and also I can get warning if something is getting full or maybe running out of space. Great. Now I'm gonna leave this option as is. I don't want to create a folder myself, and I'll let the cPanel handle that, and also I'll let cPanel send me the instruction to this email that I'm creating, info@ke3.com. So that's the first email we should receive when we visit the inbox shortly. Stay on this page after I click create. Nope, we are creating only one email. So I'm gonna go ahead and create the email. And once that's done, I can see I have 0 byte, 1 gigabyte, 0%. So everything is empty. So, and if I click on drop down there, I can see all the available buttons and options that actions that I can perform on these new email created. Now, if I refresh this page, just pay attention to that. if I refresh this page, you can see that the size has increased and something has been used. That's basically the new email that's come through or generated by cPanel that contains the configuration for this email. Now, the next thing we want to have a look at is we're going to access the inbox, and we're going to do that using the inbuilt email tool that cPanel offers. So we are going to open check emails here. Now, once that's open, what you can see is that we have our open your inbox webmail software here. So that allows us to see what's in our inbox. So I'm going to do just that and click on open and give it some time. And you can see our inbox. We have one email, and that is the client configuration settings as mentioned earlier on. Now you have your normal buttons as usual for handling emails, including replies and many more. And then you have your compose email if you want to compose an email, and that's also available. Select the email, and if you have multiple email created, all those email will be available here for you to select from. And then you have your tool if you've already set up your contacts, and then those will also be available, subject and anything else. So, and you have the ability to add storage, some file size up to 50 megabytes. So, and just remember that everything is space. So whatever you upload or send will be stored on this storage, shared storage on your cPanel. So you want to be mindful of your content. Contacts is another tab. You can set it up here. Calendar, you can also set it up here if you have create a new event. You can create a new event, recurrence, participant, attachment, and so on and so forth. Now, you also have your settings, webmail, and then dark or light mode, about and logout. So that is just about it when it comes to your inbox. So we're gonna go back to the webmail home. Next to it, you have configuration. So if you have some devices that need the same email configuration, and those devices do have alternative email accounts, so you can add that email account here and then send those configuration directly to those devices for easy setup. Now, looking at the autoresponders as one of your tools, it's pretty cool to have. It's also browser based, so you can add the interval of hours, email from, and also the subject. And you have the option of typing the message plain text, or just adding an HTML that has more colors or more image or more details depending on what the purpose of the message is. And then you can start set up the start date when you want this email to be sent out and when you want them to end. So these are your responders. Now we also looking at your email filters. Pretty handy how you want to handle things. So if you have subjects that maybe you're running a campaign, you want everybody that sends you an email that has a certain subject, you want to handle them in a certain way. So this is a place to come and set those up. And maybe the body has something that it contains, or maybe a list of IDs or whatever it is. So this is a place to come and set them up. Now, the other option is also your forwarders. Simple, and you can add forwarders from this particular email forwarding to any email that you prefer. And next on the list are your calendars and contacts. We've touched base on that a little bit. And another thing you want to pay attention to is your two-factor authentication and other account preferences. And then spam filters, you can set all those things, and also all your other email configuration are available to you. So that is more or less how you go about creating your emails. Back to the email accounts, you can then also have a look at manage emails. So this is where you will handle the changes that I mentioned earlier on in terms of new password, or you want to increase the storage of a particular email inbox, or you want to put some restriction in place in terms of reviewing incoming mails, suspend whatever it is that you want to do, or even delete the account altogether. So this is where you can and perform all those actions. And then a connect devices. This is where you have all your configurations for various this application or client emails that you can access and download them and set them up on your machine. Cool stuff to have. And then you can have an overview of your configuration in terms of username, password, as well as your incoming server and outgoing server, and IMAP POP3 and SMTP require authentication. So that's something you want to keep in mind all the time. And if you are not interested in email anymore, so you can just select the email right here and then click delete, and this will delete permanently, and all the data associated with the email will be deleted. So you can go about deleting that, and that's it. You get a confirmation that the email has been deleted. Back to the tools menu bar. So I hope that you've learned something new. Until next time, happy email creation. Bye bye.